Hello, it's Tuesday and it's 100 degrees here in Maine. And so today is a day I'm briefly going out for a walk down the road, but other than that, I'm staying inside with the air conditioning. I had to take a brief break to do a job, sewing patches on for a friend of mine on uniform shirts. So I did that today. Felt like a good day to do that. Got that done. I'm going to also have a little detour because my grandchildren's birthdays are coming up in July and I want to get ahead of the game. So if you remember, I made these notebooks up. This is the Sewers Club. And I have all of the Sewers Club's patterns in here. I love it. It's going to work out great. And then I made another one with bag and pouch patterns. And I want to make my grandkids a little bag that'll have, their birthday money in it that they can use in school. So I had this bag pattern that I haven't made yet, the Itty Bitty Bowlers. So I'm going to make the small one. Their school colors are white and green, so that's what I'm going to make it in. So that's my detour. I got to get that done. I got to make 2 of those for them, so that I can get them to them by their birthday. So that's gone up in my priority list. Yoo-hoo, really high. So I'm going to be doing that. I also got one thing done, and that is on May 31st, you might have seen on Facebook that there was a mini mystery being done by all kinds of different shops. I joined the one, Bella Rose was doing it, Bella Rose Quilts, but then Crazy Moose Fabrics was doing it, and 2 of my best friends, Amanda and Edie, had gone up to Crazy Moose Fabrics before she moved to Wisconsin, and bought fabric packs in my colors for the 3 of us to do. So we actually got those done. I went on 31st May was when they were releasing all the clues. So I went on the Crazy Moose Fabric site and got the clues, and then we shared them and got this fabric. Got the project done in these colors. Oh my gosh. So this is complete. Isn't it beautiful? This is the Starlight M50 Mini Mystery. And this was with Crazy Moose Fabrics that I did this one. It is just gorgeous. I love these fabrics. And I have some left over that in scraps that I'll be able to do. This is the back. But that got done this weekend. So that was fun. So that's one done project. And I'm going to be working on, after I get the Itty Bitty Bowlers done, I'll also be in between doing the hand stitching on the Beauty All Around block. I'm doing the outside of the hearts now. So I got to do those for an hour this week. And this is what I have done so far on the embroidery stitches that I'm learning. This was cording. I had some of this sparkly white thick thread kind of cord that I decided to do the couching stitch. And then we had the fishbone. So did that, and then we also had the circular road stitch, and then the we did that last week, the seed stitch. It's a little blurry. Anyway, those were the stitches that I did this week, and Jean and Captain Stitches is who is showing us how to do these hand embroidery stitches, and also making a slow stitch journal with these pages and some more pages. She has a new video out today, so she said we'll be doing some more stitches on that. So I still have to I have to watch that video and learn what new stitches we're going to be doing. So I have that to do this week. I also have downloaded the Coriander Quilt Callie & Co. block of the month. So this is the block that I need to do also. So maybe I can get that done this week. And I was also working this weekend on the quilting of, this was with using the Amazing Poppies block panel, cutting out the blocks, and I was doing the quilting on this, and I'm working now on getting the binding hand sewn. But that's basically my quilting that I'm doing, that I did for this. Can't see it as much on the back, but this is what the back looks like. I have a hanging sleeve on there, but this is how I was doing the quilting on the front of this. So this will be done probably this week also. I used 2 panels, the Amazing Poppies panel, and then I had another one with those cardinals, and I thought those went well together. And I was able to cut them so it looks like the trees actually continue down through the center there. So that's another thing I've been working on this week. And I started the quilting on this other Amazing Poppies panel that I got. These were from Soft Squares. Soft Squares had a little challenge to get, they provided these panels for free and asked you to make something with them and then post it. So this is the one that I've made with the second panel, which is in the center, and then I added borders. But that's the quilting that I've been doing. I still have to do quilting on this outside border. My friend Edie gave me some chalk with stencils, and I want to try that with this. But this is the quilting that I've been doing on this. I did detailing, like some thread painting on those poppies, but I did not do that with the rest. I just did some straight line stitching through there. And you can see on the back what all that quilting looks like in the center. So that's my second Amazing Poppies make that I'm working on. So I need to get that quilted. And then also in the Bella Rose box, January, February, March, April box, we got the bunny fluff pattern, and it includes some black buttons for the eyes on the bunnies. So I didn't want to just file this away, since I need to use those buttons. You provide your own fabric. So I went shopping in my fat quarters. This is the fabric that I used for the back, which was the scraps. And then here's the bunnies that I've got this. So I've got this pieced and sandwiched. Pieced and sandwiched. I just got this sandwiched today. This is all fabrics from my stash. The bunnies are all fat quarters that I had in my stash. So this is going to be the back. And then I made binding out of the scrap. So it's going to be a scrappy binding that will go along with these bunnies. So that's a fun one. So that's waiting to be quilted. And then I still have the Drunkard's Blossom that needs to be quilted also. So these are my works in progress. I have lots to keep me busy. And then also, if I have time, working on my loom, because I'm really close to having that rug done. I would like to work on that, but these other projects have some priority over that. So that is what I'm working on, and I just wanted to share that with you while I had a moment. And I also got an order from Soft Squares with these cleaners, and then I got that wavy template. It's in my drawer over here. This is for skinny 10-inch curvy log cabin trim tool. And the reason I wanted to use this is because it uses some really, I have the strips from my scrap cutting that are, I have ones that are smaller than 2.5 inches. So they go down to 1 inch even. And this uses, I don't know if you can see it has skinny strips and then wider strips over on the one side. So this will be good for using those skinny strips and making like a log cabin that's interesting. So I wanted to get this so that in the future, one of my projects is going to be starting to use those strips that my scrap strips that are shorter or not as wide as 2.5 inches. Because I am up to, I think, 3 bins of little bins, but, you know, plastic bins of strips. So I'm going to need to start using those up pretty soon. And they're going to be beautiful. So I want to sort them and do it probably by color. But anyway, so I saw this template, and it's Creative Grids, which I'm loving Creative Grids, and it feels so good back here. I think as I'm replacing rulers, I'm probably going to replace them with the Creative Grids. I really like them, and I like the 1/2 inch markings on 2 sides and the inch markings on the other side. That's been very helpful. I also like having the left-handed ones if they have that available, but because I have that on my long ruler, it's 6.5 inches wide by 24, and boy, that's nice. I can see them very well. Well, that is what's on my agenda. That's what I've been doing. And in between that, I've been doing strawberry picking still. Strawberries are still hot and heavy. So I had to go out in early morning because it's over 100 now here. So I went out first thing this morning and picked some strawberries, and I'll do that again tomorrow. I think Thursday the temperature's supposed to be going back down, so I'll be able to go outside and do some more stuff. So I'll take advantage of doing sewing for the next couple days while it's so hot. All right, have a great day. Stay cool. Don't get any heat stroke. And I will see you on my next update. Tell me what you're doing and how your week's going and what's your temperatures. All right, bye.